What's good? It's your boy Fanon. All right, man. I'm going to talk about obviously Manny Pacquiao versus Adrian Broner. Fight took place last night. Uh, Covered it on the channel. Man had a great night watching those fights. I bought the pay per view. For me, it was worth the money. I enjoyed it. Uh, the last two fights were very good, very entertaining. Adrian Broner got beat, and it wasn't a situation where there was where there was a robbery. Wasn't no robbery. Manny Pacquiao just beat him, plain and simple. I don't think Manny Pacquiao looked particularly good doing it. I think that his age is definitely showing, but the difference in styles with Manny Pacquiao and Adrian Broner, it just played out just like you knew it would, man. But also I want to talk about another fighter, man. But there was a fighter on that card that really showed out, showed up, showed out, and that is Marcus Brown. I was leaning towards Marcus Brown winning that fight, and he beat Badu Jack, and he beat Badu Jack easy, absolutely, positively easy. In one of the bloodiest fights I've seen in a very long time, man. It looked like somebody just hit him with an axe in the middle of his forehead, man. Badu Jack. But I'm gonna talk about that. Then also talk about this Mayweather, the possibility of a Mayweather Manny Pacquiao rematch. Also, what that means for Manny Pacquiao in the 147-pound division, and also Adrian Broner in the 147-pound division. Before I do that, I want to welcome you back to the channel and thank you for subscribing. If you're a subscriber, if you're not a subscriber, I'd hope you accept my invitation to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you can be notified when we release more videos, and also when we do live streams, typically Monday through Friday, 10:15 a.m. All right, so Adrian Broner thinks he got robbed. I'm gonna tell you, man, nah, dude. Wasn't no robbery. Wasn't nothing like a robbery. Manny Pacquiao beat him in that fight because Manny Pacquiao is, first of all, Manny Pacquiao is a great fighter. And one of the things that I like most about Manny Pacquiao, I like the fact that Manny Pacquiao brings the fight to you. So if you can't take his power and you're going to keep your hands at home and constantly be fighting on the back foot, man, it's going to be very difficult for you to beat Manny Pacquiao. It's already very difficult to beat Manny Pacquiao, period. But definitely hard to do it if you're just going to try to outbox, make him miss, and do all that. Because the judges are going to give the credit to Manny Pacquiao. It's Manny Pacquiao. And that's what I was thinking about Adrian Broner, man. First of all, the book's out on Adrian Broner. Everybody knows how he fights, how he doesn't throw punches, how he stands behind his shell. He didn't land one. He might have had one good uppercut against Manny Pacquiao. Some nice. I liked how he was coming over the top of Manny Pacquiao's jab, but he was missing with it. Right? He might have hit him with I think he hit him with a right hook or two, some good shots, but just nothing enough to really get your attention. To get enough attention where you think this cat is winning round after round. Now. I will say this about the scorecard, though. I will say this about like Steve Farhood's scorecard. I was calling the fight, and I had Manny Pacquiao up. I had Manny Pacquiao winning the fight. I thought the first half of the fight was close. But there's never, I think maybe after 6, I might have had it 3-3. But I could also see how it could be 4-2 for Manny Pacquiao. I would give Adrian Broner, a couple rounds in the second half of the fight that I think that he won. But nothing where I thought that, they ain't no moral victories, man. Like Southside Boxing said, I was just checking out his show. Ain't no moral victory for Manny Pacquiao out of this, other than maybe, he got out of there unscathed. I don't think that Manny Pacquiao really put any type of really big hurt on him, So, Adrian Broner will live to fight another day. But when I was looking at Steve Farhood's card, man, for me, Steve Farhood's card, I don't agree with Steve Farhood's card. And that's the thing that the only thing that bothered me about that fight was Steve Farhood's card. Guys like Steve Farhood, I don't believe that they judge one round. They don't think that these guys judge it one round at a time. Where if okay, it's round 5, then at the end of round 5, that round's over, you score it, and then you look at round 6 as if it's an entirely different fight, right? You just are looking at round 6 and judging who wins round 6. I don't think that that's what Steve Farhood does, or some of these other, media guys that score their fights, because they just go through these long stretches of giving the same guy round after round after round after round. I just think that what happens with these guys, I think what happens is that if somebody, or it seems like this is what's happening, if somebody wins a round convincingly, they'll give them the round, and then it's like, unless, and they're going to get the next round unless something major happens to get Steve Farhood's attention again, because there's no way that his scorecard was so wide. I was like, there's no way. What did he have? Like 118, 110? Like, no. That Manny Pacquiao won that fight. But 118, 110, no, you're giving every round to Manny Pacquiao, man. That you're giving every benefit of the doubt, and you're just it seems as if they start the round with that Manny Pacquiao won the round, unless Adrian Broner really hits him with like 3 or 4 shots, and then, oh, okay, well, yeah, maybe he won the round. But other than that, that's why you see these guys. And like next time you watch a fight, look at Steve Farhood's card. Look at these guys' cards and see if there's ever one where you go 10-9, 10-9 for Broner, 10-10, 10-9 for Pacquiao. Where it goes one guy, he gets one round, and then they change to the other guy, and you actually see any type of back and forth in a close fight. You're not going to see it. What you see is maybe 10-9 to one guy, then 10-9 the other guy, then 10-9, then 10-9, then 10-9, then 10-9, then 9-10, then 10-9 to 10-9, 10-9, 10-9, 10-9. And they get that's why these guys think that can try and convince people that are watching that these fights are some wild big blowouts. But like I said, in this particular fight, Manny Pacquiao won the fight. Manny Pacquiao, I scored the fight for Manny Pacquiao. I find it very hard for anybody to say that Adrian Broner got more than 5 rounds. To get 5 rounds for Adrian Broner in that fight, 5 out of the 12 rounds, you really got to be looking for something. That's I can't say that. I think that Adrian Broner probably won 4 rounds, right? At a stretch 5, but I don't think he got 5. I think he got 4, and I could see how somebody might only give him 3. But there were definitely some rounds in there that Adrian Broner got. I think that there were some close rounds in there that could have went either way. But, we don't live in a world where, people will get 10 rounds. Anyway, it is what it is with that. But Marcus Brown looks good, man. Marcus Brown jumped out there and called out Wojciech, the Ukrainian that just beat Adonis Stevenson, and I'm looking forward to that cat's next fight, man. He looked really good. A southpaw, athletic, long southpaw, and he beat up. That was I want to say it was an easy fight, but man, that was a really one-sided fight with Badu Jack, man. I slightly favored Marcus Brown because my thoughts on Badu Jack is a solid B fighter. He's a solid B fighter, straightforward, come at you, excellent at the basics, but no special effects. And that's why I figured that Marcus Brown would probably win that fight. The only question for me on Marcus Brown was his chin, and whether or not Badu Jack could catch it or whatever and hurt him. But I was pretty sure that Marcus Brown was going to be able to outbox him, and that's exactly what happened, man. It's funny though, man. Marcus Brown, the way he moves, kind of reminds me of Chad Dawson. But obviously, I think I'm not going to say at a certain stage, Chad Dawson probably was probably better fighter than Marcus Brown, man. But just something about him reminds me of a bad Chad Dawson. So anyway, but my hats off to him. Also, another cat that I thought did try to bring the fight. I think he might have got jobbed a little bit. Was Rasheed Warren. I can't remember the guy's name that won that fight. That beat Rasheed Warren. But man, I thought that was a close fight. I think Rasheed Warren could have pulled that off. But respect the judges. Now moving forward though, man, Manny Pacquiao got to put some draws on this career, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna wind up ugly for Manny. Manny Pacquiao looks old. Manny Pacquiao looked slow. Manny Pacquiao was in there against a guy that was tailor-made. This is a second fight in a row against guys that are basically tailor-made for him, in Lucas Matisse and Adrein Broner. And he really did not dominate Adrein Broner like that. I know Adrein Broner was really trying to be, he really wasn't allowing Manny Pacquiao to be that, but Manny Pacquiao just doesn't look sharp, man. He doesn't look crisp. And I think if you put in Manny Pacquiao against, some of these killers at 147 pounds, man, Manny Pacquiao will put up a good shot. He's always got a chance. He's got a chance because Manny Pacquiao got pop, man. Still got pop. Still got the ability to hurt you. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm thinking it's about time for him to pull up tent. As far as him and the Floyd Mayweather rematch, I'm not interested, man. I'm not interested. I think that is going to be I think that Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. rematch will be a terrible fight, in which both of them look bad. I don't think the last couple times that I saw Floyd didn't look that good. And obviously he's fighting MMA, he's fighting MMA boxers and MMA guys and kickboxers or whatever. So, maybe he didn't train all the way out. Maybe he'd fight a little bit different. But, if Floyd Mayweather doesn't have his legs, man, that could be a little trouble against Manny Pacquiao. But at the same time, Manny Pacquiao looks slow. It's not that he doesn't look fast. Manny Pacquiao looks slow. Manny Pacquiao still looks awkward. He's still just very awkward. And that awkwardness, I think, is and just the general gatekeeper status of Adrein Broner allowed him to get that fight. So anyway, it is what it is. I'm glad I paid for the pay-per-view. And with that, I'll check you later. I'm out. Peace.